my spookies. Welcome to Strange Antiquities. Now, I was dinking around on the demos on Steam and came across this, and it looked pretty cool. Now, I do not know why games like to have silent menus, but it's not really because, like, I could do this, but just quiet. I always find that weird. At least with, like, the sound of fire crackling or something like that. I don't know. It looked interesting. So I decided to give the demo a try. As Thaumaturge's apprentice, there is a lot to learn. Every object must be treated with care, and it is important to identify the harmful from the harmless, the potent from the mild. It was only supposed to be a temporary arrangement when Eli left the shop, Strange Antiquities, in my hands. None of us knew that by then the pendulum was already swinging with a terrible certainty that could not be stopped. The ravens were an omen, a circling unkindness of black wings and cheerless cries that seemed even then to signal the start of a rising dread. Dun, dun, dun! Day 1, Thursday. Baby! You can pet the cat. 10 out of 10. Best game ever. Baby, I love you forever. Ding. Aren't the customers supposed to ding the bell for me? I have been called away to assist in an urgent matter in Ravenglass and must leave at once. I am leaving the shop in your care, with some reluctance, I might add. Make use of my reference materials. Here, take this. Okay. There's an index in the back that may be useful to you. If in doubt, study it carefully. And remember that there are some powerful artifacts here. Under no circumstances should you seek entry to any locked doors, drawers, or cupboards. That immediately makes me want to do so. In fact, safest not to touch anything at all. I should be back in a few days. That eye is moving. It's following my mouse. Cool. Okay. Sure, I'm totally trustworthy. Use the WASD. Oh, wow. Oh, I want to get in there so bad. I'm gonna touch everything. Oh. Okay, why are you looking at me? Color and composition, a sense of touch, sentence, set, interperson. Okay, let's, instead of dinking around, ding the bell. Thomas Pope. Congratulations! Today is the day you get to meet the great Thomas Pope. That's me. I'm a man of two loves, fresh mountain air and a little white dog called Hamish. But I reserve some room for laughter among friends and shops with cats in them. Me too. If you would be so kind, I'm looking for a replacement for my hunter's boon. Is it this one? Use items, hunter's boon. Okay, hold on. Actually, I should probably actually look at this. This reminds me of, what is that? Strange horticulture? Oh. Whoa, there's a lot. Whoa, wait, hold on. Upcoming. Whoa. Ecumenisal. An ecumenisal is a receptacle commonly featuring a memento mori that acts as an aid to recollection. Memory cannot reside in both the mind and the ecumenisal at the same time, and it cannot be stored indefinitely. When a memory has been left for long periods, it can begin to emit unpleasant vapors. An empty ecumenisal, on the other hand, has an ominous presence pulling at the threads of one's mind. Memento mori, a reminder of death. Ares remnant. These objects induce a form of synesthesia where colors and tones, light and shadow, can be felt through touch. They are sometimes used by those who work in low light conditions such as miners. The gemstones in Ares remnant are arranged in the shape of a constellation that shares its name, Ares the Ram. A binding seed. These items are made of two distinct materials representing the mentic and the wixic. The mind and the body. The winding path of the mind is described by a spiral encompassing the body, the seed. A binding seed is a form of punishment that amplifies feelings of guilt and shame. The U labyrinth at Castle Morgan, a larger-than-life binding seed. Erythral key. An erythral key is designed to be hidden from prying eyes. When activated by moving the object in a circular motion, the key is revealed by its gemstone of light. These are rare items and not generally known about outside the thaumatic circles. Gemstones of the night power, the concealment charm. Eye of Cernunnos. Isn't that a Celtic god, I believe? Maybe? Known as the Eyes of the Forest, these ancient artifacts enable one to enter the minds of lesser creatures. It is alleged that Cernunnos himself wielded the eye. The Eyes of Cernunnos are hard to come by. They are powerful and should not be used carelessly. Maybe he wants that? Guise of Lillian. These items can allow the bearer to pass unrecognized. If used for any length of time, the wielder could begin to lose their sense of self. The remains of bygone creatures have been used in thaumaturgy for centuries, from petrified teeth to the bones of trilobites, ammonites, and devil's toenails. I'm assuming that's that thing? Maybe that one? A Guise of Lillian is one such item that makes use of this ancient source of power. This is so cool. A hearing charm. A simple trinket that amplifies sounds. Nice. While generally used by the hard of hearing, they are a curiosity that can be enjoyed by the young and old alike. And of course, they have more devious applications too, making it possible to eavesdrop on private conversations. Hearing charms take the form of animals known for their hearing. Whoa, heart chamber. There is a vast skull in the catacombs said to be that of the beast Blencathra. Holgar's followers believe that when he slew it, he trapped its soul along with its power in an item known as the Wraith Chamber. Heart chambers are based on this mythical object, but they have morphed over time into a way to keep a loved one close to heart after death. Holgar wielding his twin axes, Wolfsong and Fearbringer. Whoa, that's cool. A horn shackle. Horn shackles are used to bring about change in one's life, bestowing the ability to overcome personal demons. Interesting. In use, the horns are rubbed between one's fingers, causing them to become worn smooth over the years. They can be worn as pendants, but are more commonly totems of some kind. An example of an elaborate horn shackle. Hunter's Boon! Hey! A Hunter's Boon is a primitive item. They grant the power of the Predator, enhancing perception and agility. They are made from trophies taken from the slain beasts, with those from the deadliest predators being the most prized. They are simple items without embellishment. There was the deer, but I'll look for something else as well. Lamb Siphon, used to reverse the effects of the Black Heart Curse. A skilled hand is required to perform the procedure, drawing the curse from the body over the course of several hours. The instrument is made using the dried seed pod of a sheep snap plant. Sheep snap, a plant said to bring good fortune. Libula. Libulae are purported to offer reassurance in time of upheaval and change, but they are not held in high regard by most scholars of the occult. That being said, an imbuement of wisdom shows that a libula is not merely decorative. There is power in symbology, as well as the old thaumaturges knew well. Orford Spire. During the Rite of the Red Knives, an Orford Spire is fully submerged in goat's blood for 9 days and 9 nights. When performed correctly, the rite is said to impart vitality and clarity of thought, although perhaps not for the goat. Ozic Ring. These somewhat macabre objects were originally made as offerings to the goddess Korchin, but the practice fell out of favor as belief waned. They are hard to come across now, but they are occasionally sought out for their ability to keep vermin at bay. Some say they can hear Korchin's unearthly hiss when they hold an Orsic ring up to their ear. Korchin, the serpent goddess. Restful Mether. A mether is a thaumaturge's link to the inner mind. A hot tea made from Dranthium plant is drunk from them, taking on different properties depending on the type of mether. This particular type can be used to enter a meditative state and bypass the rush and clutter of consciousness, promoting clarity of thought. A sextrum protects against insanity in all forms. These items, like the mind itself, are not well understood. Cool, we know literally nothing about that. Great. A shadow hold. A shadow hold or oceanic vessel is a container of any kind, sometimes a jar or a bottle or some sort of box. It can be used to contain a oceanic spirit, the manifestation known as creeping dark, pulling it from the shadows like poison from a wound. They are decorated with an elaborate design called a shadow catcher. This is the shadow catcher design. A shimmer. These belong to a series of objects that were designed to slot into armor or weaponry. They induce calm rage in the face of the unimaginable horrors of battle, allowing the bearer to stay one step ahead. The Knight of Thorns famously wore a shimmer on his chest plate, but it didn't save him from being slain in the Battle of Sutherfell of 1356. Armor worn by the Knight of Thorns. Silent breath. There are those that consider the white hart a prize to be claimed, but there is no glory to be had from killing such a noble guardian of the forest. A silent breath contains a small token taken from a living white stag. While the stag lives, the item will retain its power, allowing the bearer to sense danger before it arrives. Interesting. The white stag, guardian of the forest. Voice of Sir Nunos. I think it's Kernunos. Sir Nunos? Wearing his torque. I don't know what a torque. It's either the necklace or the belt thingy. The name Voice of Sir Nunos is... It sounds like I'm saying Sir Nunos, and I'm like, that's definitely not right. Is used to refer to any bronze torque that has certain imbued properties. With skills, such an item can be used to read the patterns of nature that are otherwise hidden to us. Kernunos is a pagan god of the forest and nature, typically depicted as a man with the antlers of a stag and often wearing or holding a torque. Maybe it's a staff then? Zaya. Worn about the neck to place them closer to the heart, these innocent-looking items instill a sense of fear and paranoia that can be difficult to remove. Zayas are made of any single material except wood or clay. They typically have no symbol or other writings upon their surface. Interesting. Index. Curse. Dark. Very interesting. Index. Huh. Okay, so... the Hunter's Boon here... you want to imbue it with the hunter. Am I correct? Let us double check as the first item. Let's go to the front. Right, Hunter's Boon. They are made from trophies taken from slain beasts, those with the deadliest. Oh, so it's whatever trophy. We can color encompasses sense of touch, inner perception. Composition. Move the cursor over to inspect it. It's made of clay. It's textured. Nothing to remark. Click to edit. Oh, so... okay. But the problem is I don't know... rough and pitted. This is made of... wait, hold on. If it's made of wood... if it's made of wood, and that one's made of clay... a light-colored wood... it is made from the trophies. So... maybe this? Yellowy brown. I would go with this one. Because I think it's this. Yes! It's a tiger's tooth, a trophy from a predator. On closer inspection, it gives a sensation of power. Selenic totem. These carved totems are commonly known as moon hearts, can be imbued with a sentiment of feeling such as love or joy, and then held tightly to recall the same feeling. They sometimes feature crescent shapes associated with both Selenic and Noctic disciplines. Indeed, the form of the item itself will often have a connection to either the moon or the night. A Selenic totem has the shape of the moon. Okay. You can label items. So as I read that, I keep wanting to drag. That might be moon-ish. I don't really see anything moon-ish. That could be moon-ish. Very interesting. So we could, in fact, kind of go through this and be like, okay, a reminder of death, right? It's a receptacle. It is put inside some sort of memento mori, or some kind of reminder of death. It could be that. Or it could be that. I like that. Okay, so this is the hunter's boon, right? Hunter's boon. Okay. Alright. Let's make it pink. Sure. No, blue. Okay. Shape icon. Why would I want... I don't know why I would do that, but okay. Hunter's boon. Go. Ding! I'll just figure it out as I go along. Jack Hungerford. The nights are drawing in again. Dark shadows hide dark deeds, or so my father always used to say. Seems like the shadows have grown darker since he passed, 2 winters gone. A creeping dark has set up in my house. I'm told a shadow hold will draw it out. Alright. Shadow hold. Okay, that one's easy. We just have to look for that design on something. That's right here. This one. Yes, that is the design. I'll write that down. Shadow hold. This is in fact a shadow hold. Let's make it blue. Alright. This is nice and easy. Here you go. Shadow hold for you. Boink. What? Wait, is that... What? That is the symbol. It's a shadow hold. That is exactly that symbol. What are you talking about? What? What? Bronze? My heart feels lighter. How is that not it? What? I'm big confused. A shadow hole with the that's the symbol. Literally the symbol. Huh? I feel like a crazy person now. That is literally the symbol. You... Oh, that's cool. The kitty has a profile. Devourer of souls. Jupiter is the thaumaturge's cat, or more accurately, Eli is Jupiter's thaumaturge. Jupiter found strange antiquities, perhaps drawn to the curiosities within, and made it his home. Eli was more than happy to accommodate him, but he learned early on that Jupiter was his own master. His business is his own, but it largely consists of regular naps, terrorizing rodents, and midnight explorations of Undermere and beyond. What he does on his excursions is a mystery, but he seems to be well known among the town's residents. Okay, I am legitimate, like, I'm looking for a... This is exactly it. What? Wait, is it this? Oh my gosh, I think it's this thing. Oh, okay, come on. It looked... Oh, it's a container. Oh, I missed the container. I was just looking for the design. Fool of me. Sunbond. A sunbond is small and lightweight, designed to be carried discreetly, and made of non-precious metal of some kind, housing a gemstone of light. They carry the warmth and light of the sun, a brightness that can pierce the darkest gloom. Oh, a sunbond. Okay, so they have non-precious metal and a gemstone. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Okay, so let's get rid of this. This is a lie. You're a straight up lie. Okay, lies. You are a shadow. Oh. shadow bond. Okay. The sun thingy, though. I mean, honestly, it could be anything. It would be not. That might be it. Just because it's blue glass, and it could have a gemstone in it. Cool and smooth. No. I would like to identify something on my own. Arts. The crescent shapes. I'm not sure. This one's a cup. A hot tea made and is drunk from them. Particular type, meditative state. Okay, so this is some kind of mug, a restful mether. Do I have a cup anywhere? That seems like it would be a simple one to do, but maybe just play the game, Spooks. What's with all these ravens flying about Undermere today? I can't remember ever seeing anything like it. Not a good day to be the sort who believes in dark omens. A letter for you. Okay. Thanks. We discovered some papers in a hidden desk drawer in the boatyard last night. Mr. Jones almost threw them in the fire pit, but I asked to take a look at them first. That man does like to burn things. That's a strange statement to say about somebody. They look old. Maybe there's nothing nothing of much use here, but I thought of you when I came across an entry on the Shin. Charlie Weathers. Okay. Let's put that there. Can I really not identify anything? Oh, this one. So it's a ring. Let's see, do I have some kind of snake ring? I don't think I mean, I have this. Does this thing hiss? I was expecting it to smell worse than it does. Okay, so it's not hissing, so that's withered flesh. So that's just the hand. Okay. Alright, let's just ding the ding. Stanley Hume. I want an sick ring. Sick. That's a pleasing word to hold on the tongue. Yeah, I was literally just looking for that one. Okay, so I only have one ring. That's a ring. Maybe this feels like that thingy-mabobber. Actually, it looks like the one at the end that belonged to... Keep going. This. Okay, it's made of bronze. Used to read the patterns of nature. I bet this is the torque. It looks like that thing around. Often wearing or holding a torque. I'm gonna guess that's his bronze voice of Kernunos. This thing right here. Is it made of bronze? Yes. I'm gonna say this is the voice of Kernunos. I know I spelled that wrong, but I know what I'm talking about. That's what matters. Alright, you want a ring, sir. A ring. Alright, what hisses? Are you hissing? You be doing the hiss? Are you hissing? You be hissing? You do not be hissing. Pet the cat? Baby, I love you. Every sound has become both louder and clearer. Oh, wait a minute. That was in the book too. The rabbit one. So it wasn't a rabbit. It was literally... check mark. A hearing charm is literally a hearing charm. Okay, so this one here is the hearing charm. The more I can identify... Oh, Jesus. Hearing a charm, then the less I need to experiment later on. Nothing to remark. I don't know what these are. Nothing to remark. Okay, so none of this hisses. None of these are rings. That feels familiar to me as well. What's this? There. Interesting. I don't know what that's all about. Oh, what that's all about. I notice a slight out-of-body feeling, like my hands belong to someone else. You have nothing to remark about that? Ah, there you go. All right, so you are the Ossic ring. Here you go, sir. It hisses, indeed. Bing. Oh, use the end. Made of bone. Ah, macabre. Okay, I guess satisfies the description of the macabre. Closer inspection confirms a hissing noise can indeed be heard. An evacant. These stone items weigh the same as a man's heart, according to popular myth. The truth is a little less dramatic, but the weight of these items is nonetheless important and should not stray more than a hair from precisely 1 pound. They are placed on the chest of those in a coma to draw them out. An evacant. Okay. That is important since I just discovered this. So something here is gonna weigh exactly 1 pound, right? No, I guess you're not gonna. You just. No. So something is exactly 1 pound. Definitely not. Is that exact? That looks exact to me. You would be the evocant. Nope. Okay, alright. Damon Bishop. The behavior of these ravens is disturbing, to say the least. As a rule, they only come together to feed. Ravens are omnivores. Carrion eaters mostly, but they'll take anything they can get their talons into. And they'll kill if necessary. Is that true? I didn't plan on dropping in today, but there's something happening out there, and I'd like to know what. Would you like a hearing charm? I have a hearing charm. A voice of Prunos might help put me at ease, or it might do the opposite. Here. There you go. There you go. Oh. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Why, yes. I am indeed great. A spirit eye. There are some who stay away from spirit eyes, believing them to be a window into the world that should not be seen, and others who deride their fear as nothing more than superstition. It is not clear exactly what they do show. Another layer beneath the visible world, perhaps, a layer that requires something more than traditional senses to experience. They draw their power from the opposing symbols inscribed upon them. A spirit eye. Opposing symbols. Opposing symbols. It might be this. It might be this. Opposing symbols. Let's try to identify one more thing. An ethereal key is designed... Okay. When activated by moving the object in a circular motion, the key is revealed by its gemstone of light. Okay, so let's take things and spin them around. Oh, is this it? I mean, it's definitely glowing. Was it always glowing? I feel like that's it. I'm gonna say that. An ethereal key. Let it be known that I cannot spell in any way, shape, or form. Whoa! I accidentally pushed downward. What the fudge is that? I have no idea. I'm very... Binding seed. So it's a spiral with something in the middle of it, right? 2 distinct materials. Do we have any spiral thing made of 2 materials? Let's put this back here. I don't see a spiral. What is this? Oh. What is this? Okay, something definitely goes in there. I don't see anything with that shape, though. What is that? Oh. Okay, that's all the circular stuff. Is there anything else I can move? No. Oh! Why would I do that? Why would you... Whoa! Whoa! Why would I do this? I can change the phases of the moon. Why would I want that? There's got to be some kind of item that you can hold up to the moon and it does something, right? See the plant? What's with the plant? It's literally just a plant. I don't trust that plant for a second. Alright, so definitely sneaky stuff. Definitely. There's a plant here, too. Definitely sneaky stuff. Okay. Why is there an exclamation point? Oh, that's just different people that we meet. So you're important somehow. Alright, end day. Let's see if we can figure something else out. The black mare thundered through the icy rain, shining wet in the silver moonlight. Her cloaked rider was exhausted, cold, and soaked to the bone. He knew he would not survive the night if he did not reach Backbarrow. What? Whoa! I'm controlling that. Shackles. An escaped prisoner ran northwest. He hid me in the first building he came to. What? Okay. Not sure what that means, but sure. Sure. Alright, let's pick, I think Lillian. Alright. So these are old, bony things. Bronze, that's not it. Not that. Stone. Bone. Gold. Pinkish gemstone, a black gemstone, orange gemstone. What is this thing? Blue, stone, gold, silver. This is made of all sorts of stuff. Huh. Star. Rona green. Ah, well, that's just perfect. Undermere fizzing with fear over the ravens, and the thaumaturgus left his apprentice in charge. Sorry, my dear, that was rude. Pay no attention to me. I'm an old lady who got out of the wrong side of bed. These ravens have gotten under my skin, is all. Please do let Eli know that I was looking for him next time you see him, and pass on my thanks for letting me borrow his copy of Hermetic Symbology. Okay. There are 3 branches of thaumaturgy. Each is split into 2 disciplines represented by the following symbols. Selenic, Dradic. Okay. So this is the stuff that's underneath us, for whatever reason. Huh. Weather, season. Wicca. Interesting. Alright, well, we'll probably need that at some point in time. Hello, Tess. How are you doing? I feel paralyzed. I have no job, no partner, no friends, no prospects. I heard a horned shackle might be the answer. Oh, that's right. I mean, it could be... Oh, well, I mean, this is literally a horn. Sheep metal, probably bone, yellow, white. Let's double check with the book. Two horns become smooth. Commonly totems. Okay, so it could be this one. It is literally horns. So how about that? Fight. Literally 2 horns. All right, the only thing else I can think of is this, but that doesn't really make sense. You wear the horn shackle. Well, you can wear the horn shackle. Oh, wait, is it this? It's not, it can't be this. This one should be very easy. The horns are rubbed between the fingers, causing them to become smooth. They can be worn as pendants, but are more commonly totems of some kind. This? I suck. A deep fear has taken root. I must break the hold it has over me. What the heck is this? Click a segment of the seal and bank the dice to break it. Okay. Yep, I get it. This and these 2. I just need another snake. I'm good at dice games. Stars can be any matching symbol. Yes, I'm well aware. I just need a flippin' snake. Break the seal before it breaks your mind. You know what? I'm trying. I really am. Wow, I got this. Well, actually, the snakes are harder to get. There are no snakes. Here's a snake. Thanks. Alright, I just need 2. There we go. Huh. Okay, well, we know what it's not, but honestly, that doesn't make a whole lot of sense. It's not this. It's not that. Maybe this? It's made of stone. It's rough and pitted. You're supposed to rub the 2 horns. This? Seriously? Seriously, it has horns. Yeah, so do a lot of things in here. A vesiger can be used to prevent the spread of disease. Among other oddities, flames burn pale blue in their presence. Interesting. Alright, for a vesiger. Alright, so this thing is the... Oh, what was it called? Horn shell. Not the smartest spooks today. Okay. Flames burn blue in their presence. Try everything. Alright, got. You wanna burn blue? You wanna burn blue? Blue? Aw, hello, baby. Kitty. No blue? That was a wonderful Ah! Wait. No, this is the moon. No. This is it. This is... Okay, I'm assuming that's as blue as you get. That's cool. It seems to change the moon as well. So this is a vesiger. Let me get the spelling right. A vesiger for disease. Okay, cool. Awesome. Is there one more I can get? Ares Remnant. Object into form synesthesia colors there sometimes work by those who work in low light. The gemstones are arranged in the shape. There are 4 gemstones. Do I even have anything that has gemstones on it? Honestly, the only thing I can actually think of is that there's something in here that I need to break. But I got 1, so put the kitty. At least the weather's looking a little bit better out there today. Okay. Thanks. Handy dandy. Good day. You might be interested to hear that my plow overturned a strange-looking object yesterday. Come to the farm, and it's yours for the right price, of course. Kind regards, John Royston. Can I leave? I wasn't aware I could leave. Wait, archive. Wait, can I put these in the archive? Okay. Just to... Bing. Ah, Jupiter, we meet again. I know, isn't it cute? Our paths crossed last night on Princess Street. We shared a moment before he slunk off into the dark. On important business, no doubt. I wonder if you can help me. I'm visiting my grandmother later, and I wanted to bring her something. She lives all alone on the edge of town out on Clambrook Road, and I don't always manage to get out there as often as I'd like. I thought maybe a moon heart would bring her some comfort. Moon heart. That would be... A what? I'm sorry, a what? A what? Oh, cool. I have no idea. Something about the moon. Moon heart. The moon. Okay, a moon. Oh, the heart of the moon. Maybe this. Got it. That's a carved totem owl associated with the night. It bears a concealed. Oh, it does have a moon. Upon the closer inspect tool tells me it imparts a feeling of joy. Oh, yeah. A Holgan Grim. These eerie creations are worn by priests of Holgar in various rituals relating to death and the afterlife. The sacrament to ask for his protection, Wolfsong's truth to seek his judgment. Path of the warrior to help the dead find their way. I must confess, I don't understand what that is, but this is a moon's heart. Alright. Yeah, that was kind of a strange thing to ask for it. Because there's a heart chamber are based on this mythical object. But it does not... So here's Wolfsong is an axe. Right? No, I did not want to do that. So I feel like... a sacrament for his protection. Wolfsong was an axe, and Path of the Warrior to help the dead. So something with an axe and something else would be my guess, right? Big guess, big guess. What about this one? We have no idea. Okay. It's submerged in goat's blood. But we don't entirely know what it is. The restful thing seems to be... Not a bajillion's percent sure, huh? Oh no, that's the point of the game, huh? A friend of mine, or former friend I should say, has been stealing jewelry from me. How rude. 3 necklaces have gone missing over the past few weeks, including one that was a gift from my late grandmother. Do you have a suitable pendant that I could leave lying out for her to find that will teach her a lesson and make sure it never happens again? A binding seed and a Zia. I need to make a choice here. There are no wrong answers, but my decision will no doubt affect the events in motion outside my shop. So I either bind this person or I curse this person, right? Because the Zia was a curse. A necklace. What about the neck place? Bring them close to the heart. These innocent-looking items instill fear and paranoia. Made of anything but wood or clay and have no symbol or writing. So they're made of wood or clay. They're necklaces made of wood, not made of wood or clay, right? The plainest thing I have is that. Not made of wood or clay. It could be this. Bone and pewter. Oh, wait, no, there's a decoration. This seems to be the simplest Zaya. It's made of bronze. There's also the binding seed. That could be the binding... Or wait, maybe that... Actually, I bet that's the binding seed. Two distinct materials. The winding was... Oh, absolutely. This is the binding seed. That is absolutely the binding seed. But this also tells me that the Zaya is in my shop. I feel like I want to give the binding seed because it seems less... Punishment amplifies feeling of guilt and shame. Okay? While the Zaya, it seems very cruel. Fear and paranoia. Anything but wood or clay, they have no symbol or writing. So it wouldn't be this, it wouldn't be this. I don't... It could be this. No, but that has a symbol. It's not... I don't think it's that. Could be that. That's all I can really think of. Alright, but I'm gonna give you the binding seed because that seems less cruel. But what that tells me, yeah, the Zaya's in my shop. Or at least I have access to it. Not sure what it could be. Two materials, features a spiral around the seed. I should have had that before. A shield charm. Generic charms of protection have little to offer the skilled thaumaturge, but can have some small effect. An oceanic spirit or wandering shroud will not abide them, for example. Such charms make use of the art of symbology, an ancient and some would say primitive component of thaumaturgy. They can be made from a variety of metals, though rarely precious metals. Okay, so it has some kind of symbol of protection. Which, we have this book here. Let me take a look at that one. A shield charm. Alright, it doesn't actually give me, but is there some sort of symbol of protection? Protection, this. I've seen that. I know I've seen that. Have I not? Am I going? I feel like I'm absolutely losing my mind. It's not that, is it? It's these two squares. Protection. It's got two squares on it, but... Oh! This right here! That's where I've seen it before. Okay, so this is protection. Symbol of protection. Is it just a symbol of protection? Is that literally the name? Shield charm, sorry. Alright. Shield charm. Alright, slowly tagging, slowly tagging. Wonder what the curse one was. I mean, that's a protection right here. They've found a man just now in what house where all them ravens were. I wish I hadn't seen, but I did. He was sheet white, but it was his eyes that are going to give me nightmares. All black they were. It was like he weren't there no more. I don't need to wait around for another sign. I'm taking my family to Sedberg, and I'll be taking a libula to see us safely through. I don't think I have a libula. Identified. Oh, wisdom! Okay, so, hold on. Got it, got it. I just need the symbol for wisdom. Okay, so this kind of crown thingy-mabobber. Right here, right here. That's it. I should pay more attention to the symbols that are on these things than that could be I mean, that's oh, I already figured that out. That's an Eva camp. That could be symbolic somehow. But here you go. Easy identified. Bing! Very nice. It bears the symbol of wisdom. There you go. Have a nice life. The witch's finger. The witch's fingers are said to be the severed digits of the Witch of Undermere. They are capable of inflicting intense pain, but the goal is supposedly purification of the body. A most unpleasant experience, but a last resort that has cured some and finished off others. I mean, we have fingers here. What does that other page say? High Green Church, home of the witch. Intense pain. Interesting. Oh no! No, no, no! Thanks for playing the Strange Antiquities demo. There's a lot more to uncover in the full version of the game. More gameplay elements to discover that we won't spoil for you here, more secrets to unearth, and a sinister plot involving ancient deities, cool, dark articles, and a meddlesome priest that will lead to one of several unique endings. Yeah, this gives me huge Strange Horticulture vibes. A game which I own, and yet I played the demo, but I never finished it. I could see I was probably heavily inspired by it. I don't feel like I was very good at this game. But I did find that really cool. Like, what was the moon thing? What was the clock thing? There was a lot of stuff I couldn't figure out there. But I don't know if either my brain was too small or if I couldn't figure it out just yet. But I like that. I like that a lot. That was a really cool puzzle thingamabobber. And hey, I got to figure out what happened if you fail repeatedly. That wasn't due to me not knowing what I was doing. I just wanted to show you what happened, obviously. You know, okay, I gotta show you all the routes you can take. Ha 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 ha. But yeah, that was cool. I like that. That was a cool game. I enjoy these kind of puzzles and piecing it together and trying to find out the story of what's happening and be like, oh yeah, I'm just running a shop. Ha ha. No, something's definitely going on around here. But I like that. I like that a lot. If you enjoyed that as much as I did, hit the like button. We all like buttons. If you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button. It helps me out so much. In the description below is a link to my Patreon. You can help support the channel so we get super cool, awesome stuff like this. I cannot wait to see you guys, whatever we're doing next. I'll see you there.